So yesterday, we figured out what not to do whenever your skin is angry at you. Via example, I didn't really say much, but notice all the irritation and acne and all that everywhere. That's a warning sign. At least for me personally. You have to know your skin. But let me show you guys what I like to use whenever my skin is this way. Because I like to, whenever I can, I like to get away with the cool scented soaps and whatnot, right? But whenever I can't, these are what I use. I grab some of the lighter scented stuff. If you can't even do that, almost all of the artisans that I bought from, at least so far, I know Sterling does, I know Holy Cow does, or Holy Cow, excuse me. I know, I'm pretty sure at very least A&E does. I know for a fact Noble Water does. A lot of people make an unscented one. I haven't bought any unscented, but I have made some unscented. I use that. I'll use Proraso, either in a puck or a tube, whichever you prefer. Or if you really want to, if you're really like not into the hobby, or if you are into the hobby and you like gels and whatnot, I mean, hey, everything's for everyone, you know. To each their own. I'm not going to judge too much. I am a little bit, but that's okay. You don't have to listen to me. My opinion's my opinion. But, I use it anyhow, so, I mean, what's that tell you? Maybe a gel. I like that stuff. Any other, like, sensitive gels. Good stuff. But yeah. I know, personally, when my skin is like this, I cannot use a bore brush. That will instantly light me up. I can use a badger if it's soft enough, but I have not had any issues with any of my synthetics, whether it be my T3, my Simpson T3, or like one of these little like cheap $5 Amazon brush, or even like another cheap $12 Amazon brush. But any of the synthetics, I haven't had many issues at all. Or any issues, I shouldn't say many, any issues so far. But that's basically, you just gotta look for something for sensitive skin. You gotta make sure you know what fragrances do and don't bother you. I thought I knew. I'm starting to think that it isn't just sandalwood. It might be all wood scents. Because I have used, whenever my skin gets to be this way, I've used Holy Cause War V, which if you've used this, it's one of my favorites, if not my favorite. Oh, I love the scent of this stuff. But it's a very, very powerful scent. And it does not mess with me whenever I'm like this. So I'm not 100% sure what does and does not. But in scenarios like that, and you don't want to find that out, just go with an unscented or a lightly scented, like this Proraso White, which we're going to use today. I usually use the tub, but you know what? Just for the sake of something different, I'm going to use the tube. Or even better yet, you could not do what I'm doing. You could just leave it be. That's the best thing you could do. You could just not shave, because this is beyond acceptable. I don't have to shave. I shaved not last night, but the night before. There's a little bit you can see, but there's not much there at all. But, you know, to each their own. I don't like to learn my lesson, even if I know the root cause. I'm just that way, but that's okay. You know, is what it is. We're gonna take this. Ooh, just a little bit of this here. Actually, I'm gonna shake this up a little bit. Because I don't usually use tubes, but that's a little liquidy looking. That's, anybody else use Proraso in a tube? Is that normal for it to, like, do that? Or was I supposed to shake this before trying? Oh well, it'll still work, I'm sure. Alrighty. We got, here, I'll show you what we got in the bowl. And you don't have the bowl lather either with this. I could have done it. I could have just poured it right onto the brush like I have a little bit on there. But I want to make sure the lather's right. That's another key important feature to, or important tip for getting your redness and whatnot under control. Make sure you have your lather how you like to have it, how your skin likes to have it. If it likes it with, you know, a thick creamy lather, which I know mine does, then make sure you got it built up to that point. Which I know anybody who's in the community, that's not something that I have to say at all. But this isn't a chore to us. This is what we do to have fun. I know. That's okay. All right. There's that. Nice and lathered up. Just gonna add just a little more water to the face because it dried up again. Right? I can definitely see why people use the tube stuff. Look at that. Whipped up instantly. Beautiful. Look at that. Perfect. Beautiful. I gotta start bowl lathering more. if you watched my last video, which is the main reason why I do this, I don't usually do 2 shaves in a row on camera. I do shave either every day or every other day, just because not everything grows in, but everything that does grow grows quick, so. But whenever my neck and whatnot gets to be this way, I grab my adjustable, or I grab one of my more like, what's the word? Sorry. You know what I'm trying to say. The very low setting, I want it as mild as possible. That's the word I was looking for. Mild setting razors. And I'm going to warm that blade up all the way. I'm going to run it under the hot water for a minute. Sorry about that. And sound quality, I mean. But I want to make sure this is nice and warm for me. And then I'm going to start. I'm going to do what I like to call like a 1.5. I'm just going to do basically 1 pass and then on my neck to clean up a little bit. Just to take hair off. I forgot my point of why I was saying that before. This is a Perma-Shark, now 2nd use on setting 1 on my Rockwell T2. Which personally, at least, I find a little more aggressive than the 6C. I don't have a 6S, but I assume because everybody says there's identical razors. This one is a little more aggressive. So I'd say on a 1, this feels more like a 2-plate on a 6C. Or like the more aggressive setting on a 2C, I guess they call it. Ooh, got a whole soap on the handle. Don't want that. Another thing, if you don't know, why I always stop right here, right about where my Adam's apple is here. That's where, for me personally at least, and at least a lot, as what I've seen a lot of other people, the hair will change directions. Mine starts growing upward again. So instead of going down, that would now be against the grain. I want to go up. You want to map out which way your hair grows so that you know whether you're going against, with, or all that, you know. Even on a setting 1, that definitely will do the job. This is definitely a passable shave. But I don't know if you can hear that. There's hair all over the place still, but that's okay. Because guess what? That's not what we're trying to do. We're not trying to go BBS. In fact, I said I was going to do a cleanup. No, not necessary. Don't need to. Because the less that you are running that blade against your face whenever your skin's irritated like this, the faster it's gonna repair itself, heal up. And yes, I already did yell at myself. Don't wipe. Do not wipe. Pat dry. But that's okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a little bit of water to my hand here. Make sure everything's evened out. Not slick from the soap sill. A little bit there still. Cool. My face still has water on it. I'm going to do this. Just grab my Allen block here. And because that was just a one pass shave on the lowest setting, not even a lick of stinging. Nothing. But, you know, not a bad thing at all. Remember how I just said don't wipe and then I started wiping? Yeah, it's okay. It's not, but it's okay. I'm a little scatterbrained tonight. Now, because I thought I was going to do at least a cleanup, I do have a good bit left in my bowl here. And I did already do the outer. However, we're still going to do the rest of the aftershave. I don't like to waste soap, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to wring all that out. I'm going to scoop as much as I can from this bowl here. And we're just going to wash that alum off. Because we're still going to put on our witch hazel. And we're still going to use an aftershave balm. So, it's not like we're drying out our skin too much. This does do it a little bit, but every soap's going to, and most people do. Well, most people that are into this hobby, I should say, do more than one pass. Not everybody, but I'm gonna take the less that's already on my hands and just do a little bit of a hand wash. Now nothing's being wasted other than that little line left in the bowl. Use my brush after I wiped all that off. Get the majority of this off there. You can just wipe it off, but in fact it's a lot easier. it's time for a little witch hazel and our aftershave. Just trying to keep some of this irritation as happy as it can be so that it'll go away. Now, just because we already used Proraso, I did have the newbie out, but just because we already used the Proraso, I'm going to grab the Proraso white. And you don't need much of this at all, just a little tiny bit. And that's all I do. I don't put on anything else because I feel like, at least personally, anything else that I add other than witch hazel and some sort of like a lotion or a balm, a very thin lotion, just seems to make the acne and the irritation even worse. So that's it. I just leave it at that. And thanks again, by the way, Firepower for All, Bob, for giving me the idea to make an unscented version of my soap. I'm very glad I did now, because I don't know if I could have used the other one that I was going to make, at least for a little while. But that's okay. Like I said, I'm glad I did make it. This is going to be the next video, if you made it this far. But yeah, that's what I do whenever I need this to clean up a little bit, or whenever I need to clean up a little bit, I need this to clear up a little bit. That's what I do. I don't put on anything else. If I do want to smell like something, I'll just grab one of my EDPs, and instead of spraying my skin like I normally do, sure. That way it's not even touching me. Don't even have to worry about it. But yeah, that's all I got today. Have a good one, guys.